Hello. Today I'd like to share some thoughts on detachment. Now, sometimes it's good to define our terms so that we know what we're talking about. And I think detachment happens to be one of those. So let's see what detachment means. If we go to our trusty dictionary, we find that there are 3 definitions for detachment. 1, the act or process of disconnecting or detaching. Really. 2, indifference to or remoteness from the concerns of others. Well, I think that's kind of like being aloof, being kind of above it all. That's kind of being detached. And 3, the absence of prejudice or bias. So basically, at the 3rd dimensional level, detachment means separation from something or someone. So that works. And using that last definition of absence of prejudice and bias, it would be what I would call non-judgment, and that works too. Yet detachment really is a much higher level energy, a much higher level frequency than we've ever imagined before, and the codes have been around for thousands of years. The Buddha said that suffering is attachment. And when they talk about attachment, they're talking about the desire to have something, which would be like a craving, or the desire not to have something, which would be like an aversion. So detaching from that reduces suffering in your life. I'm all for that. How about you? Reduction of suffering would be a good thing. Yeah. Understanding and practicing detachment in our lives is another one of those tools in our spiritual toolbox that supports us in our spiritual growth. Another one of those old codes from old times is think no evil, hear no evil, speak no evil, see no evil. So we always think about the monkeys, not the band, but the monkeys with their eyes covered and their mouth covered and their ears covered. These are all high levels of detachment. Now, monitoring our thoughts, our words, and our actions as a practice allows us the ability for our life force to flow freely through us, that life force which creates and nurtures us, so that it can grow stronger and support us. Wherever we have attachments in our consciousness, it builds blockages. Now, we intuitively know that judging and criticizing others is a lower vibrational frequency. What we may not know is that those lower vibrational levels of thoughts, words, and actions are what create the blockages. So when our life force can flow freely through us with not so many blockages, we become stronger, ever stronger, and our connection with all that is expands. So understanding and integrating detachment is part of our new steps, part of stepping into the new reality. And while others may laugh at our practices or think we're nuts because of what we do, we are steadfastly moving into the 5th dimension. We are prepared. We are ready. We're given many opportunities to clear out our blockages. I use mantras things that I use, and I think that they are expressed by, I don't mind what happens, or, oh well. I say oh well a lot when there's, what are you going to do? Don't get attached to it. Don't get disappointed. Don't get sad. It's a practice. It's a spiritual practice. So the truth is, the more you practice, the easier it gets. Easier and easier. So reduce your blockages. Reduce your attachments. Let your consciousness and your life force flow. Thanks for listening. Aho.